Hi, welcome. So my name is Andreas. I'm a partner at Partech International, international venture capital fund. I've got 5 minutes, I guess. Let me split it into two. One, a little bit more just the boring part, a little on who we are, some of the key facts. And then secondly, give you two examples of investments we did in Germany, just so you get an idea exactly what kind of companies we invest in, how we invest, and sort of a little bit the philosophy behind it. So the boring part, who we are, founded in 1982, so one of the older VCs around in Europe. Actually, the first office was in San Francisco. We have an office in Paris, and since last year also in Berlin. So excited about that. We currently manage about $500 million in early stage venture funding. The last fund was raised last year, so Partech 6. Which is a 125 million euro fund, and interesting for companies in the very, very early stages. We're just about to close another 30 million euros in seed fund, so a true seed fund. The areas we invest in, very simple. It's information technology, internet services, e-commerce. In the past, we invested a lot in software and telecom. We still do, but very, very selectively, and more in the US than in Europe, to be honest. But nevertheless, if we find an exciting opportunity here, we'll do the investment. In terms of stage, we can do everything from seed, literally 200, 300,000 ticket, to Series B, a 5 to 10 million round. So that's in terms of the phase, geography. San Francisco obviously does the US deals predominantly in the Valley. Paris and Berlin deals in France, Germany, England, and Scandinavia. Maybe just on the two sort of anecdotes or examples of investments we've done in Germany. One was an investment in Quip, which some of you might know, one of the first bigger Web 2.0 companies in Germany. Quite interestingly, I met the founder, Stefan Uhrnbacher, at a conference, at an event in Berlin in September 2005. That was a long time ago. And he only had an idea, nothing else. He had heard about Yelp and insider pages in the US, so local search, user-generated content. We went to a cafe, actually close by here. We sat down for a couple of hours, talked about the idea, and sort of formed a long-lasting relationship. It was still a little bit early for us. Back then, it was pure seed. I liked the idea, so I introduced him to some angels, which ended up investing. And then half a year later, as he was launching the beta version, or alpha version, basically, we felt more and more comfortable with the model and what he was doing. So then we led a Series A round of 3 million euros. Right in the beginning, Stefan and I, we decided to bring in another VC, Advent Ventures, out of London. Two reasons: very good fund, and B, they're London-based. So we thought once Quip proves itself in Germany, then we would go to England and France. Well, since we have an office in France, we can help with France, but we needed help in London, so that's why we chose Advent. Later on, Wellington invested, and also Vodafone Ventures. And company grew very nicely, became the market leader in Europe. And last year, no surprise, we ended up selling the company to the big US competitor, Yelp. And now Yelp is doing actually quite well. It's a company with a $2 billion market cap, and a serious contender to Google in the local search space, especially on mobile now. So that's one of the deals we did here. A nice story of a very early stage investment. Second one was Brands for Friends, which was a Series B investment in 2008. Here we saw the original company. So this is sometimes how it works. We saw the original company in France, Vente Privée, very, very successful already in 2005. We loved the company, but it was already much too late for us. The company was much too big and much too profitable. So we kept on looking at the space in Germany, UK, France, Spain, everywhere. And at the end, we saw Brands for Friends. We didn't invest in the first rounds for a couple of reasons. And then 2008 was the perfect timing for us, and we led the 10 million Series B round. And later, 2 years later, we sold the company. It had also its ups and downs. We sold the company for 150 million euros to eBay, so it was a nice exit. I think maybe 10 seconds.
It's time. 5
maybe
minutes are
just
past.
The interesting part, I think, for us is both of these deals we sold to companies in the US. American acquirers, 80% of our exits are to the US. Quite important to get maximum value. Thank you.